Yo, it's me, it's D with the capital T. Always have been, and of course I always will be, the one and only Milkman, and I'm in the building.
Uh-oh. And I'm just Bri. Sorry.
That's you right
Right,
there. It's your,
right
it's your
when
turn. You remember
right
how
when
this
you
works?
finished, right when you finished, my thing came on saying I had a low battery, so I was trying to close. Like,
Oh, dear Jesus. This is
hold
not the
on, let
time
me
for that. How you gonna
let
be
me
low
plug my
battery at the
phone in.
at the beginning? At the beginning of the show?
Let me plug
You
my phone
you
in
can't even like and share
because
with a low battery.
look,
What had happened
trying.
was,
What had happened was
uh-huh.
I was cooking dinner, so
Okay.
I didn't have my TV available for the entire shows.
I'm
So I
hearing
was
you. I'm
watching
hearing
one
you.
on my iPad and one on my phone.
Was it as difficult for you as it was for me?
It was terribly hard.
Let me just say, after a stressful day at work, what someone doesn't want to do is try to watch two programs simultaneously and take notes, and it's not good.
Listen here.
It wasn't it
So
wasn't a good experience.
so yes, I did say that Special Forces was going to take us right up to Survivor without realizing that it was going to take us right up to
Right
Survivor,
up
all right?
to Survivor. So what
Right
had
up
happened was
through Survivor.
again. What had happened
Right up
was
through Survivor.
again. That's what had
So,
happened.
yeah, trying to watch two shows
Uh
at
oh,
once while
it's talking to me.
um cooking dinner. Although I did finish cooking dinner before I started, before Special Forces came on.
Okay,
But I'm also getting, some construction on my house.
right.
So
It's remodeling time in the
the
sanctuary.
worker was the guy who was, doing it.
Doing the work, the
Which,
remodeler.
oh my gosh, can
Uh
I
huh.
tell you, it
Tell
looks so
me.
much better already, and it's just not even all the way fit. Like,
You like, is this
Anywho,
my home? Is this
I
my home?
know I can't
Did I
wait.
move? I feel like I moved in this bitch. What?
Right, can't wait till it's finished. But anywho,
Right. Of course.
um, so they're like, my mom is here. They're talking. I'm like,
Uh
I'm
huh.
trying to, watch two shows. My kid is coming in talking to me, although he made the baseball team. So,
Woo! Way to go!
excited about that. And then
Yeah.
um, a police officer got killed in the line of duty today on a domestic violence call.
Prayers for their
Um,
family, for sure, for sure.
and so I've been
City of
trying to watch the
Chicago.
news as well. So I really was watching three things at once
That
because,
was just way too much. I mean, you're a female.
yeah,
You're
it was a
supposed to be
lot
able to
going on.
multitask, but that
But
still
that was
seems.
a lot.
It
That was
seems
a
like a
lot.
lot. It seems like a lot.
Hmm.
Is what I'm trying to say.
So, but I do feel like somehow I caught more of the second hour of Survivor than I did the first hour because I really had a lot going on during that first hour.
Oh, see, I got the first hour because I was able to
Okay,
just watch
great.
that.
Great.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I was more interested, surprisingly, in special forces. I was like, no, I needed to see
It
what the
was,
fuck is going on.
I did want to see the follow through. You know what I mean? I feel like
Shit. It
we had
was
been here all season. I had
like
to
I
see
need to
the
see what had
end.
happened.
Yes.
Like, first of all, before we get started, make sure y'all like, and share. Of course, you
Okay,
are
so I
watching
need to
the
do that
after
too.
show with Milk and Brie. I've already shared, and you have not
I got
even.
the news on in the background. I'm trying to
Mm,
stay informed.
what
The mayor,
happened
look,
was,
there was a mayoral race
uh-huh.
yesterday, and nobody got elected, so we got a
Oh no.
runoff. And so, it's a lot going on.
A lot going on in Chicago. You got to keep up with
I
all
actually am
your.
watching the news, which I usually avoid the news because I live in Chicago and it's usually all terrible.
It's
So,
usually a little depressing, right?
which
Like,
it is terrible still right now, but I want to be informed of the situation. That's all.
for sure, for sure. This is the after show. Once again, I am the milkman. She is just
Just
Bree.
free.
Uh-huh.
I'm on it this time.
And it is a double header on the after show tonight because, as Bree alluded to, it is not just the season finale of Special Forces, in which we were talking about tonight, but oh no, Survivor 2-hour season premiere kicked off tonight. And we got to put our multitasking skills to use. Oh, yes, yes, we did. But how about we start with Special Forces, Danny and Mendola? Huh? Did you see that coming? Did they try to?
I did not.
And how about those ladies?
Man, I was like,
Whoa!
all
How
right,
about
girl,
the ladies? Girl power.
girl power.
So I just laid out the season finale. Where you want to start?
Oh man, it was okay. So you saying start with Danny? I
And we
would
might as
start
well
with
just work our way through it, because Danny, he came into it. He was banged up, but at this point, it doesn't really require a lot of physical. It's more mental.
mental.
However, they was putting him in little yoga poses and shit, so maybe his hip and shoulder was acting up. I ain't gonna front him. I don't know. I ain't him. But it seems as if he could have withstood some old AOL dial-up tones and some babies crying, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if he has children. Having children is a great way to learn to
To
tune shit
tone
the
some
fuck
shit
out.
out,
Okay.
right?
Do you know after 5 minutes of that baby crying, I would have tuned that shit complete. Like I would have
They
been in a
would have had
different
to come
place
and
in
wake
my
me
head.
up. They
They'd
would
have
have
been
had to
like,
come.
"Hey,
Is you
hey."
still listening to the shit? It's annoying us now. Are you fucking listening? Because
Like, okay, so yeah, I mean, he obviously doesn't have kids or live underneath
I'm
a
not.
dog that barks constantly.
I'm not
Not just
sure
a
how that
small
played
dog, but a German Shepherd. So a real loud German Shepherd dog,
out.
like sounding like police trained.
But not very trained at all. Not very
Back during
trained at all.
segregation times.
Oh, geez, no.
That's how she sounds. Like he obviously doesn't live underneath that type of dog. So,
Not so much.
um, yeah, I would have tuned that completely out.
So you didn't
So
see Danny tapping out at the 12th hour, because that's exactly what the hell happened.
I did. I mean, I didn't see it. I seen him like saying that how hard it was or
Yeah,
something. I seen him complaining
right.
about his shoulder and hip or whatever. And then when it cut back, when I went to Survivor, when I came back, it was only three of them. I was like,
You're
oh,
like, what happened? What happened? Was not the funniest moment of the night when Miss Alabama gave up Danny's name and it ended up being
Said
Armadillo?
armadillo. She
Is it
said close enough.
close enough? Close enough. That's it.
She
Hey,
wasn't
partner.
sure. She wasn't sure how to pronounce it herself, so I can't correct you if I'm not really sure.
Close
So
enough.
close enough.
Danny Amarillo, Armadillo. Yep, that's it. That's it right there. What you said, lady. So, do we think that Dwight has some type of complex with female authority, or
It
was
clearly,
was he just
clearly.
not feeling this, older
No, he
blonde
clearly has
lady?
an issue. No, he clearly has an
Oh,
issue
see,
with
I want to
women.
give him an out. I don't want to say that he has some type of authority
No,
complex with women,
clearly.
but he was playing along
Oh,
a hell of a lot more with the fellas than he was with this lady. And
I'm ready to die. Like,
that was the second funniest moment of
I
the
mean,
night for me. I mean, how could you not laugh? The man is in there talking about. She's like, "Is it anything else you want to say?" Like, you can see the wheels turning. I'm ready to die.
I don't.
Like,
I'm ready
what?
to die. I
What,
was like, bro, what is wrong with
bro?
you? Like, this is the wrong,
I mean,
wrong.
I didn't even know that
Okay,
the
then you
objective.
die.
Like, I wasn't paying a whole hell of a lot of attention when they were going over the cover stories and shit and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I mean, of course, I assumed that the objective is to stay alive, but I didn't know that they like told them like outright, this is your number one overall objective, right? So at some point, he should have, like the ladies, said, well, I guess I'm supposed to give it up here. But do you think the female complex kept him from doing that?
um, I don't know if it was his, if he would have, if the man had been over the little grave thing instead of the woman,
Yeah,
talking to him.
Right.
But I don't think he was smart enough to put that together. Like,
Mm-mm.
you know,
Can we also
Hannah
talk?
is the one who was like, "Hey, we could just take this off and get out of here." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think
Right.
the women were just smart enough to know when to
They
pull it.
they were some goons, and they definitely were smart enough. Like, and
Hmm.
they definitely had the resilience and the toughness, the fortitude, and all of that to push through
I was
because they,
surprised, honestly, that Hannah didn't cry
bro,
during it.
she kept a smile and shit. She
A
was like,
smile. Well, she already said when she's nervous or in uncomfortable situations, she
right,
smiles.
bro, she was real uncomfortable like a motherfucker. Then,
Hmm.
like, damn, is you gonna smile that damn much now? I'm gonna need you to act like you a little upset. So we didn't get
But
to see the waterboarding, but we did get to see some water thrown.
yeah,
That seemed to have almost take Dwight out. Was they trying to give him pneumonia or something?
he's
Like
out like a
I
dry
had to
shirt. Like,
realize. No, wait. This was me watching the shit. I'm like, not Dwight. And then I had to realize, oh, you had just sent me the thing about him playing overseas. I'm like, oh, Dwight's fine. Oh, Dwight's fine. Don't worry
he's
about Dwight.
fine.
He's fine.
They didn't really kill him. Like, he's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, well, and I just watched a highlight of him this morning. Apparently, he did decent in the 3-point contest over there. Like, who knew? Shaq is like, well, maybe we can set it up in the studio because they kept asking Shaq. Shaq and Dwight kind of have like this little rivalry type thing because,
Apparently.
well, not just apparently. Shaq was Superman, and then Dwight came to Orlando in his premiere in the NBA and tried to dub the Superman, mantra or
Hmm.
it didn't go over well with
Hmm.
Shaq. It didn't go over well with Shaq,
It's
right?
not going over well with me either.
Oh, it's not
See, I
going.
wish I would have known this before the season started. That I wouldn't have
Oh.
been I wouldn't have been in his, which I already,
Well, apparently he got
was
like
just so
14,
so
15
about him.
points in the 3-point contest over there. And so Shaq was
How
finding it very
many?
difficult to say something negative. And so the only thing Shaq could come up with is, I could talk bad about him if we set up a 3-point contest and I outdo him. It was like, let's start training. So, yeah, there's that. What
As
up,
long as
y'all?
it's
I
not
see
free
y'all
throws, he
watching.
might have a shot.
I see y'all watching. Don't you run from me. Make sure y'all like and share this shit up. We talking special forces. It was down to the final four going into interrogation. Danny Amendola, Dwight Howard. We had Megan, the soccer USA Olympian, and then we had Hannah, Miss Alabama, and what was that? What's that show where they get married and shit?
The Bachelor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor.
That's the name of it. That's where she came from. And the fellas did not make it. The ladies did. It comes down to them in a hole, and they give up the intel. They with the U.S. and British Special Forces, baby. And
Mm-hmm.
they have graduated the program. Do you think that they really believed that Megan and Hannah could fight alongside of them in Special Forces?
I mean,
Or do you
no.
think it's the fact that they made it to the end?
They made it to the end. They made it to the end. But I mean, let's not underestimate Hannah.
She might be able to smile her damn way through anything. You hear me, Jack? Through anything.
Let's not underestimate that there, Hannah, because
Close enough.
yeah.
Miss Close Enough. Goddamn it, Miss Close Enough.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Were you satisfied with the finale of Special Forces? 10 episodes, 10 days, a brand new concept,
Um
brand new series. What are your
I
overall
was.
thoughts?
I thought the I actually thought they could have went a little harder on him in the interrogation.
Uh-huh.
That's why Danny tapping out like surprised me. Um,
Because you didn't feel like it was that bad, right?
no,
The
like
way
I
Hannah
was
was smiling, I just kept thinking, she's like, this is TV. We're fine.
like,
We're fine.
um, but I was surprised that he like tapped out so early, or it just didn't seem that bad.
Right.
I think the cold water would have been worse, or when old
Right.
boy threw that thing through the little easel and then grabbed her up by her shirt, I'd have been like, whoa.
You're like, wait a minute, Pippin. Wait a minute. I ain't say you could touch me and all. You can holler, get real close. Don't grab. Don't
You ain't
grab.
supposed to do all that, I don't think. But
They was really trying to shake the shit out of them, though. They was trying to,
yeah.
they was trying to get them shook.
I thought right then Hannah was gonna like cry a little bit. That's why I said I was surprised that Hannah didn't cry. I think I would have teared up a little bit, but she was just standing there smiling.
First, I don't know what first is.
Comment?
Who got first? Oh, first comment. Maybe that's what that means.
I don't know.
That's new. You know what I immediately thought when I was watching the season premiere, of course, of Survivor 44? What if this show was a bit more like Survivor, where they had to compete for fire and food and do all these challenges?
Yeah, they wouldn't survive. They're already eating like, mush. They're already eating mush. Like,
yeah.
You got to give them
shout out. You are watching the after show. I am the milkman. It's just Bri. We're wrapping up the old convo about the special forces. They are celebrities. I don't know if they could make it, but it would make for a more interesting show, and it would give us more to talk about if they
watching them not make it.
Watching them struggle like a motherfucker. Watching them struggle like a motherfucker. That's what that would be. So I'm gonna ask you the question: would you watch season 2?
I definitely would.
Okay.
I would watch a season 2.
I think I've still got stipulations on season 2. I'm gonna have to see who the cast is. I need to see what the format is like. I'm not.
I would like sold. Another. I can't like think of any specific people I would like to see, but I like this little D-list cast that they came up with.
Hey, you watch it now, Dwight. He's an NBA
he's playing
champion.
Basketball in Taiwan, buddy. He's D now.
He is a former NBA All-Star, an NBA champion. He is a future Hall of Famer. I mean, Danny Amendola, future NFL Hall of Famer. Come on now. You got U.S. Olympians. They wasn't on, and she wasn't just on the bench. Miss Alabama, she won some shit.
Scored the winning goal.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Big games.
This is what I'm saying.
D.
Okay.
You want me to move him up to C list?
Yeah, give him a damn C. Okay. Why don't you? He is an NBA champion.
Okay.
Yeah.
C and D list, because some of them.
Danny Amendola is a Super Bowl champion, multi-time Super Bowl champion.
C and D, because some of them were D.
That's true.
I don't know who that guy was.
Who?
The chef.
Exactly.
I know who that Gus guy was.
Nobody knew Gus, the asshole.
Beverly Mitchell. She ain't been in nothing since Seventh Heaven. I knew who she was, but a lot of people ain't. She ain't been in nothing since Seventh Heaven.
Kate plus Jamie, 8.
Yeah.
That's like
Kate
E
plus
list.
8.
Is that E? Maybe keep going, like H list.
I mean, no. At one time, she was very popular. I'm not going to deny that I may have read a book or two of hers.
Oh, okay. Well, you had to hear how she trashed her ex-husband, then cheating ass. That's why you read the shit. I know why you read it.
The first one was about the having the 6 babies.
Okay. What about Dr. Drew?
Dr. Drew, he's not even a real doctor, I don't think.
I don't believe so neither. And then they got the what?
We'll give him,
how long was the Mooch press secretary? Like a couple weeks?
Yeah, Montel Jordan, like
it was rough.
I mean, this is rough. How we do it is going to be a classic, always known song.
That's right. But what he showed us was this is how you don't do it.
The only one that he got, like.
It was
he had one.
I'm sure there's others, but still, it's been a while.
Well, he had a song with Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Bone Thugs and Harmony used to be my jam.
Well, I mean, who doesn't like Bone Thugs? Come on, it's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard to complain about Bone Thugs. I mean, they did try a little too
it was
hard
from a
later in their
movie
career.
soundtrack, but I can't remember what movie. I want to say maybe Set It Off. I
Okay,
can't remember
okay.
at the moment, but anywho, very 90s. I was going there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So y'all in the comments, you watch Special Forces? Would you watch another season? Drop some comments. Let me hear what you got to say about Special Forces.
But
Uh,
the fact that I'm talking about his song being in the 90s, like D-list celebrities. So C and D. I'll give some of them a C,
okay,
but you
cool, cool,
cannot
cool.
deny that there's some
You
D-lists
said
on that
not one
list.
B, not one B in the crowd.
Oh no, B's
Not
pretty high.
That's pretty
Like
high.
A-list is like, but there's a lot of. I mean, B-list ain't
Okay, okay,
C and D. C and D.
okay. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Survivor 44. Are you ready?
Survivor,
Are you
man.
ready?
It was quite the opening for one, like the entrance.
I
Like
mean, yeah, yeah.
bro straight knocked himself out right at the top of the gate.
Bruce.
Bruce,
Okay. This is only our second season of Survivor, but I don't recall people getting knocked the fuck out on the first episode last year. Didn't happen.
not the
It
first
didn't
one.
happen, right? And then we had another Joker with self-inflicted wounds
Okay,
from they
we get
dumbass.
to that later. Like
Oh,
we'll
just
get to that.
don't fast
Let's
forward.
get to. Let's
She said,
rewind
"Bring it
first.
back, bring it
Bring it
back,
back
bring
because
it
let's
back."
not get there yet.
Okay,
Like let's not
okay,
get there
okay,
yet.
okay, okay, okay.
But I hope he gets eaten by a shark. But anywho,
He'd be like, "You got the brain of fish bait, so go on and get ate." Goddamn it.
bro, why would you do that?
Why?
What were you trying to prove? I
That
was like,
is the question.
I hope
That
he
is
go
the
home.
question.
You
Yeah.
you gotta go just for being stupid.
So
Anywho,
the show opens up with a competition because of course we got to get shit cracking right away. We learn what the tribes are going to be. Come on, let me hear you take a shot at the names of these tribes. Come on, let me hear you.
okay, I know Tika's one.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I like Tika because they're purple,
Okay, right. I don't
and
know
I
the
can
colors
remember the
like that.
name. I can remember the name.
Uh-huh.
Dang, I just had one. Soka,
Soka, they green. I do
they
know that.
green.
I know that.
Yeah, I can't remember the blue one.
That's the Ratu.
Ratu,
Is
yes,
that how you say
yeah,
it?
I think
Ratu?
so. I think so.
I don't even know if I spelled it right, but I was
It's
trying to
Ratu, right?
shit, that's what I got.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was just typing off a sound. I was typing off a sound. That's what I was doing. Oh, they forgot to watch. You gotta check out the episode. It was amazing tonight. You gotta see how Dwight was not having none of what they was dealing, and Danny was a
Oh,
wimp. You gotta go check out the episode. You gotta see how strong those women were, how they crushed that competition.
yes,
You gotta go
they
check it
did.
out for sure. So we have the three tribes. We have Bruce who knocks himself out during the first competition. All you had to do was get money, retrieve puzzle pieces, and put puzzles together. We know
Mm-hmm.
from the last season of Survivor, they fucking love puzzles. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is not a surprise. Climb under some shit, get dirty. Apparently, this was a bit too much for Bruce. Bruce has got to get the fuck up out of there. But
The
who wins? Let me see
Did you see
here.
that one where the guy was coming up from under the mud pit with his mouth open and it was just like mud all in his mouth? I was like, ew, disgusting. Close your fucking. I mean, dang, close your mouth.
There's
I don't know what's
children
wrong with me
watching, Bri.
tonight,
There's
guys. I
children watching.
apologize.
There may be some
I'm
damn
using
children
all
watching.
the
I don't
language
know.
tonight. I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long day, guys.
So what I have in my notes is that Soka was the second to finish the puzzle. Let's see. No, they were first to finish the puzzle. My bad.
Mhm.
Tika was third to start their puzzle. Let's
I think they
see.
were last.
Yeah,
I think he came in last.
And Ratu was second to start their puzzle. And the way it ended up was Soka finished the ring challenge first, Ratu second, and Tika third. And yeah, then we had to move into can we still earn our fire and machete? What did you think about the decision to go endurance
Um,
over
I
savvy?
didn't. I didn't think it was smart, but
Man, they did
um,
realize that they're weak, that they probably wouldn't have gotten the savvy challenge.
well,
Nobody seemed to be keen on putting their mind to the task.
yeah. I mean, if they, I guess if they just didn't feel like they were smart enough to do it. That's what the guy said. I don't know why they gave it to us, like, this guy
Right,
with glasses or whatever.
right.
But it's like, yeah, it's the guy with glasses and Asian over here. Like, we got this
Mm,
puzzle figured out.
mm.
But
They definitely figured it out in a way that I wouldn't have. They just started counting. I don't well, and I stopped paying attention. Like I was chimed back in when they had the answer. They started screaming, and I started paying attention again. But I did notice that they started counting rings or some shapes or designs or something. I don't know what they were doing. Did you understand what they were doing as they were solving it?
yeah, I left while they were solving as well. It
Oh,
must have
so
been something good happening on Special Forces.
I don't even know if Special Forces was on yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
But them solving
um,
that puzzle did not hold either one of our attentions. Is what I'm gathering. That's what I'm
no,
getting.
I was like, that might have been a portion when I was turning over the pork chops. That's my bad.
I kind of assumed that they weren't gonna get it. I was surprised when I saw that they did. When I heard them cheering, I was like, "You get one guess." I was looking at all of those damn circles, and I'm like, I don't know how they're going to not be off by one, either way. Like, you know what I mean? In my mind, I'm going, they're gonna be wrong, and then they weren't. Eh, I was surprised. That's all.
I
I
think
was
they were all
surprised.
surprised because like they started screaming, the rest of the team started screaming
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah,
realized like that they got it. Like,
for sure. So all of the tribes end up with fire and with their machete. Were you surprised by the individuals who were able to get the fire going? Let's start with Yam Yam.
yam
Yam
yam.
Yam. Are you impressed with Yam Yam?
I mean, he said he been on the beach and stuff his whole
He
life, so
ready.
yeah, that's gonna be yam yam thing. Might be what keep him there
That might what be
for a
what keep
minute.
him. He better not teach nobody how to make fire. He better
No,
not.
no, no.
Now, it was also a lady on what was her name? I don't remember her name. You remember? You know, it usually takes me a few
Heidi,
episodes to remember their names. I think it
I
was
want to say,
Heidi. She got the fire going for the other crew.
uh huh,
I didn't even pay
uh-huh.
attention to see if the third crew got fire. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming they got it. Did they even show it?
They did.
Oh, they did.
Uh, no, I don't. I don't
I'm
know.
I'm gonna say they didn't. I'm gonna say they
I'm.
didn't.
I didn't see it. I only seen the one woman
Yeah,
started,
yeah.
and then yeah. So okay, do we want to talk about the idols?
So are we talking about the
How?
bird cage?
Yes. Okay. How funny?
So let me tell you, I saw where they all found the bird cage, but then Special Forces was on, and I realized that somebody had found the key. What was that, Brandon?
Yeah.
So Brandon found the key, but I didn't hear, and I think I saw that they told everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So it was what happened was
What
he found
happened?
the
Please
key,
tell me.
and then the chick was with him.
Right.
I don't know her name yet,
Good old that
but I'll
girl.
learn it by like the third or fourth episode if she's still there.
Right. That's my goal as
And
well. That's
she's
my goal
like,
as
I
well.
don't think we should tell anybody. But he's like, I don't trust her. So if he immediately goes, Yo, I found the key. Like,
He figured like if it's gonna be told, I might as well tell it. Basically. Okay. Okay.
afterwards, he's like, now I have this idol, I have this target on my back, and it would have been smarter to keep it a secret. Like,
For sure.
like,
For
but
sure.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Huh.
It
Interesting.
would have.
So he ends up finding an idol. Two more people end up doing the shot in the dark. Who was that?
Mm-hmm.
Matthew and Jamie. Jamie Lynn. We have another Jamie Lynn in this series.
Yeah.
We had a Jamie Lynn Spears in the last one. We've got a Jamie Lynn something or other in this one. I did not make
Mm-hmm.
note of the something or other that goes with her Lynn. It wasn't
No.
that important to me. But her and Matthew both did play Shot in the Dark. Matthew ends
Mm-hmm.
up coming up dry, but we find out that Jamie Lynn is safe.
The
Uh,
first they said in 44
I
seasons to
we
get
would
safe with the shot in the dark.
we wouldn't know that.
That's
Why?
and we wouldn't have,
We
but
learned some
they
shit is
said
what
it.
happened.
Yeah,
We
Jeff
learned
said
some
it.
shit. So the immunity challenge ends up being another puzzle competition. They've got to row their boat, retrieve the pieces, or retrieve something or other, and get this puzzle figured out. And I'm unable to pay very much attention to it, but I do manage to see that Sika wins. And then I also am able to determine that Brandon's crew, which is what's Brandon's crew? Ratu. He's Ratu, right? I believe so.
Sure.
Don't get me the line. Brandon's crew ends up at tribal council,
Yes.
and I tap back in like halfway through tribal council, right before the vote. I see that Matthew and that Jamie Lynn have given up their scrolls from Shot in the Dark. I figure out
Yeah.
that Jamie Lynn is safe, but then bum, Brandon
Brandon
comes up
plays
with
his
his
idol
idol.
already.
Bro,
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine that
You're
you would see
also
that.
skipping over that the one when they had to go to the, how one person has to go off to
That's
the
the Shot in the
thing.
Dark, right?
No, when they went off in the rowboat, one
Yeah,
person from each tribe.
yeah. That's Shot in the Dark, where you go do the competition and then you get to either gamble whether or not you want to go for safety.
And so no, the one girl got the other ones. It wasn't not how they got the shot in the dark.
Oh,
That was
clearly
from
I
the
wasn't
bird
paying
cage
attention.
or whatever.
Oh,
Oh, okay, I don't know, but
we don't know. All of a sudden.
the thing where they could, two of them lost it. One person lost two of their votes.
Oh, right.
Um, for the next tribal meetings, the girl, she lost one vote and then she won
Mm-hmm.
a um advantage. Was that the I don't know.
Don't
And
give
then
me
the
the
other
line.
girl, she won the advantage. Um, she won the advantage of getting to keep her vote, cast her vote, or keep her vote to cast for another tribal council later. So
Okay.
basically, at another tribal council, she'll have two votes. So she
Mm-hmm.
kept her vote tonight. She basically every person who got an advantage that was in that tribe played their advantage tonight on the first night. I didn't understand why Jamie played hers.
Right.
I
Well,
didn't
those
understand
are
why Matthew
only.
played it
I don't know how
unless
long
they
those are
had
good
to.
for. Yeah, I don't know
Well,
how long
yeah,
those are good for. I know the idol you can use whenever, but clearly Brandon felt threatened, and rightfully so. His ass would have been gone.
yeah. I didn't say I don't know why he played his because he played his right.
Yeah, he
But
did.
so I don't know about the shot in the dark. But the other girl, Car, no, that wasn't her name. I
I
can't
know
remember at the
Maddie
moment.
gets voted out. That's what I know.
Yeah, but the other girl, she also kept her vote. So there was only three votes. So I'm
Ah,
wondering. next week when they get to, or will we see next week when they get back to the camp where they figure out that because she told them that she lost her vote,
Oh,
but instead she got the advantage. She didn't lose her vote, and so Matthew, when they were sitting out, Matthew and the girl from the Green tribe, she was like, "Hey, what happened when your tribe person went to the island?"
right,
And he was like, "She said she lost her vote," and he was like, "But I don't know if she's telling the truth or not." And the girl from the Green tribe was like, "Oh, our person said they lost their vote too, so that it must have been, they must have,
right.
it might be." Or no, she told him, he showed us the paper that said he lost his vote, so
Uh,
she could be telling the truth or whatever. So I don't know if he takes that information back and realizes she didn't show him a paper, so
that's what I would be
maybe she
looking for.
didn't
Let me
lose
see
her.
your paper, lady. Look. I'd have went to her like
Yeah,
I heard there was a paper that said you lost
I
your vote.
heard there was a paper. Well,
You
let me
got the
see your
paper,
paper.
ma'am? I don't
Yes.
believe you. I
So
don't believe you.
yeah, so when she kept her vote back today, so she didn't cast a vote. So later in a different tribal, she'll have two votes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just really, I want to see when they get back to the, um, what they call their little place.
Their camp.
Yeah, when they get back to their camp, are they going to figure out that she is the one who didn't vote?
It's going to be an interesting season of Survivor 44. I will say it has kicked off very, very interestingly. Not only in the fact that I had the challenge of watching a doubleheader, but we had multiple injuries. We talked about Bruce. He ends up getting taken up out of there. He's out. He's crying.
Okay, so I seen where he passed out the first time.
Uh huh.
Immediately after he hit his head, he got lightheaded.
Right.
A few minutes later, the medics came. He
Yeah, he was
gave him
cool.
oxygen and stuff. He came to. He was cool. What happened to
It
where?
was it was later.
Because
They
I
were
seen
just
him getting taken
attention.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting attention and getting taken out. And Jeff telling him like we have to take you to blah blah
Yeah,
blah. But I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see what happened to cause that.
They were just chilling at the camp. There were some people around the fire. He wasn't looking good. They was asking how he was feeling. One of them asked, "You want me to cook you a crab?" He gets up and walks away. Uh, but then is like all lightheaded and woozy and shit. And
Mm,
then the medic comes back out, and then more people come. Jeff comes. Yeah.
yeah, they're like we're about to get sued.
Somebody get his ass out of here. We don't have this kind of insurance in Fiji. Are they in Fiji? I think they're in Fiji, right?
Fiji, yeah.
This season is in Fiji. We ain't got this
Mm-hmm.
kind of insurance in Fiji. We can't just have folks passing out all willy nilly and dying on
Like we gotta
Survivor.
have them on time, enough time to get them back to America. Like we can't.
Mm.
They probably don't have the medical things needed in
So,
Fiji. I don't know how big the hospital is. I don't know how big Fiji is, to tell you the truth. I could be being real ignorant right now. Like it could be like a big metropolis city on that island, and I just don't even know.
I don't know if it's gonna be
I don't know.
big, but it might be a city. I don't know.
Yeah, I clearly have never
uh,
traveled to Fiji.
so Matthew also ends up getting injured, but there is a third person who gets injured, right?
I don't know.
There is a
I
third
thought it was
person who gets
Matthew.
injured. No, who
But
had like the
Matthew needs to get eaten by sharks because that was, oh, what was he trying to prove? Like, why were you climbing that thing in the first place?
wait, and then to hear him after the fact talking about how he been training and getting in, like he ain't been in good shape and shit. So you had to spend all this time getting ready for the shit, and then you gonna try out all your skills climbing this rock on day one for fun? Like, come
This
on, pimpin'. What was all that for?
scraggly looking rock. Why would you
Bruh,
like? See,
tripping. That's what I call it.
I'm not
He
gonna
was
say I wish he
tripping.
would have fell to his death, but
Oh, Brandon also got hurt.
okay.
What was up with Brandon? I just remember seeing
Oh
him off in the
yeah, that's why I
side.
was like, dang, all the black dudes falling out. It is hot out there. They are not even.
Somebody start fanning folks around here in Fiji. Oh, damn. Yam need to give them some tips on how to hang in there. Shit.
Yeah.
So what was he just heat exhausted? He didn't actually get injured?
So. Yeah, I don't think he was.
I just remember
injured.
he needed attention.
It was just hot. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He needed some water.
It could be like that. All right, because they was telling him, take it all down.
Yeah.
Get as much in you as you can, goddammit.
Yeah, it's hot out there.
Oh, man.
They were dripping sweat, and he was, I think it was just the heat.
Are you leaning towards any one tribe? Is it the Purple Tribe? What is their name?
Tika.
Is
because I can remember the name and they're purple.
Shit. Any individual player that you are leaning towards?
I like the girl that got the advantage and kept it a secret and kept her vote. They was almost about to get rid of her, and I was like, dang, that always happens to the people I like, but well, the other girl Maddie managed to flip it on Brandon.
But Maddie's out of there. It don't matter no more. Bye, Maddie.
But thank you.
Let me tell you who I'm going with so far, and they're not even on the same tribes. I'm going with Yam. Quite the character. I can't wait to see how long. I can't wait to see how long Yam make it in the game. What he said, he ready to lose weight and everything. Yam has come here on fat boy camp, what they call it, fat camp. He's planning on leaving here with a 6-pack, damn it. And Yam can start the shit out of a fire. Then I'm also going with the chick who started the fire. I think
I like her too.
Was she Hispanic? I think I don't remember her name.
Yeah,
Heidi might have been her name. I'm not sure.
Heidi, I think.
Right. And then who was the final person I was gonna go with? I had 3 people I was gonna go with. Oh, there was a sassy chick at the very end. I don't know who she is or what tribe she's in, but she was talking hella shit on like a one-on-one deal, and I was like, oh, I like you.
The crazy purple chick?
I don't know. She was talking hella shit. That's all I know. She was talking mad noise. I was like, oh, yeah. I don't even know what the fuck she was talking about because I just tuned back in on it. But the way she was talking shit made me go, yep. I don't know.
You don't remember what colors?
No, I don't remember nothing. I don't remember nothing. Mm-mm. I just remember she was talking hella shit, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think the crazy chick. I don't want to.
Well, folks tend to be drawn to crazy chicks, so it could be.
She it said she was a drug counselor, and I'm pretty positive.
No, not her. No, I remember that one.
Okay, that one. Okay, so we.
Not that one.
Not the crazy chick.
How you gonna be the drug counselor and you crazy? I don't understand the dynamics there.
She used to be. I read her profile. She was in a recovery.
First.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, and
so I think it may have damaged the frontal lobe a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Well, and they're always looking for recovered addicts to help.
Yeah, but I don't think she should be one of them. But
dismissed.
Others that are a little bit more normal, maybe not with the frontal lobe damage.
She gonna need her prefrontal cortex. She seems to be lacking. Just a little bit. And, what her kid tell her? Not to be too silly or goofy or something.
I know a couple of other people that are internet influencers that I think might have been much. I mean, if you're looking for a recovery
specialist,
a counselor that knows what you're going through, I can tell you some social media people you can look up to, but this lady
now, I mean, okay, 20 years ago, that would have been insane. 10 years ago, for you to say, I got some social media people for you.
I'm saying,
but in 2023, in 2023, we got much better social media influencers that would be greater listening to than this recovery.
Well, I'm gonna give her maybe another. Well, she probably might counselor. Go if she make it to counsel next episode, she go. But I might give her a couple of episodes, see if she normal out. But she seems
Well, I mean, that only depends on whether or not you get to keep taking your medication while you're there.
I mean, her facial expression. Like, why you keep making them faces?
I don't know that she can control it. She may not be able to control it. Come on. You always say you have a hard time controlling yours.
No. She makes these weird action. Like, I don't know. You have to. If you didn't notice it in this episode, you have to see.
What is it, like a
It's
twitch
on
or
the.
some shit?
No. It's on the previews for next week. Like, she just keeps making these like weird, like, faces. Like,
Well, and she was the one at
weird
the beginning
faces.
where they were trying to coach her as to what to say. That's how the show started. Did you see that? The show started with them going, okay, blah, 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 blah. Say it how you want to say it. This is the easiest one. Go. She couldn't even
Yep.
fucking
Good
do
luck
the
with that.
intro. She couldn't even. I think they wanted us to know from the jump not to expect much.
Much from her. Yep.
Not to expect much. Even with producing, she's not great. Man, maybe you want to hit these marks and get the fuck out of here. How about try it again? Okay, so I got my 3. I just got to figure out who my third is. I'm gonna be listening for that shit talker to see if I can't pinpoint it, if I can't narrow it down some. But Survivor 44.
What did she look like?
She was small. I remember that. She seemed small and dainty. Okay. It could be the chick who started the fire that I was talking about. I don't know.
Okay.
I remember thinking that when I saw her, but I couldn't tell. So I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna watch the episode again and see if I can see who you talking
about.
I'm
not. I'm gonna have PTSD about having to have watched both of these shows. I never want to do that again. I never want to do that again. I'm just gonna move on forward with Yam Yam and the rest of the crew into next week's episode of Survivor. But I am looking forward to it. Jeff was also concerning this episode. I'm gonna need to see more from him in terms of his shit talking once people stop injuring them damn selves. But he was
Also, did you see the little love connection between the guy and the girl?
No.
The guy and the girl, they're both like nerdy.
Like, is that the one who said is that the one who gained weight and never had a girlfriend? Is that what he said?
I don't think it was the one who gained weight. Okay. No. That guy has glasses. No.
Different nerd. My bad.
Yeah. I don't know. But they're I was like, oh, I didn't know Survivor has showmances.
Apparently they do. And you know what? It's probably wise to get your showmance in the first day or two, because you ain't gonna want no showmance after that. Oh, nasty ass. You gonna go wash your ass in the water? Yam Yam said he ready for that too, to take a shit in the water.
Disgusting.
He's polluting the fucking ocean. The Fiji waters have gone brown.
People swim in this ocean. Like,
damn it, Yam Yam. Stop trying to kill the fish. Well, as you could tell, I've been trying to wrap this up here for a moment. You wanna bid us adieu? You wanna tell us something about an old school BET condom commercial? We got to do what with it?
I don't even know if I have the lung capacity for that.
Come on, 3, 2, 1. We got to wrap
it up.
Yeah, see, you do have a lung capacity. Look at you. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button.
Drink of water.
Tell the people goodbye while I go. I'm gonna go press the button.
Oh wait, I can't drink the water until you press the button because I gotta get in the last word.